This is a story of a prince. But look, it's not the usual prince. We're going to see and find out the story of an inch prince. Inch. The inch prince. Yes, you heard it right. We're going to read the story. So sit back and listen as I'm going to read our bedtime story. Once upon a time, there was a little old man and a little old woman. Their names were Mr. Ping and Mrs. Ping. They lived in a tiny house by a river. Yes, a tiny house. You heard it right. They are both tiny, like small. Every day, they weeded the plants in their vegetable plot. The beans look beautiful. Fed the animals in the field. The hens look happy. And they water the flowers in their garden. The lilies look lovely. Said they had everything they wanted. Well, almost. I wish we had some children, said Mrs. Ping. Oh, they don't have a kid. Only a teeny child could fit in our tiny house, said Mr. Ping sadly. But small things can be special too, said his wife. I wouldn't care if they were just 1 inch tall. Oh, Mrs. Ping likes to have a kid. But are they going to have one? Let's find out. At the moment, a fairy flew by. She heard that what Mr. and Mrs. Ping said. She noticed their lovely vegetable, happy animals, and tall flowers. Wow, they've got all they need. These people are kind, thought the fairy. I'll be kind to them. She waved her wand and whispered some magic words. And you know what happens next? Jumping beans and flying fish, give this flock their dearest wish, said the fairy. And look, she got some magic. Soon afterwards, Mr. and Mrs. Ping had a tiny, weeny boy. Yes, it's a boy. You heard it right. It's a boy. In fact, he was just 1 inch tall. What is his name? And then Mrs. Ping said, let's call him Isan Bushi. Isan Bushi, said Mrs. Ping. It means 1-inch boy. Yeah. What does Isan Bushi means? 1-inch boy. Or we can say easy for short. Easy for short, said her husband. Very short, he said. Soon afterwards, Mr. and Mrs. Ping had a tiny boy and they named it Easy, and they are happy now. Are they happy? Let's find out. Each year, the Ping's vegetables grew bigger. Grew bigger and bigger. Their animals grew bigger too. And their flowers grew taller. But Easy stayed small. Oh no! Easy's height chart. Look, it's only 1 inch, like the ruler. He is so small. Maybe if I stand on tiptoe, I will be very big, or I can be taller, said Ping. Oh, said Easy. Easy was tiny. He had a bottle top for bathtub. Wow! He had a shoelace for a scarf. Oh, look! He had a pea for a ball. Yes, he had a pea for a ball. And he had a button for a dinner plate. And he had matchbox for bed. Wow! He is really tiny. Many years later, it was time for Easy to leave home. I'll get a job in the city, he said. His parents gave him 3 presents. He had a rice bowl for a boat. He had a pair of chopsticks for oars. And he had a needle for a sword. Yes, for a sword. Easy set off down the river between tall mountains. Yes. Past villages. Around wide woods. Oh no, it must be really scary. And through towns until he reached the big city. Wow. I'll ask the emperor for a job, thought Easy. That's if I don't get squashed first, he said. At last, Easy reached the emperor's palace. The palace is so big, and there are many knights in there. 2 guards were marching up and down outside. I'd like a job, he said. said the guards. The guards laughed at a very tiny prince. You're tiny, said one guard. What can you do? "Mm, I can run fast, said the inch prince, or said easy. Oh, wow. Hey, where did he go? Said the guard. And then he jumped over the guard's foot and ran into the palace. Wow, I bet he can really run fast. And then the maid was washing clothes. Hmm, I'd like a job, said Easy. You're Winnie, said the maid. What can you do? "Hmm, I can run past you for a start, Easy said. Where did he go? Said the maid. And then he jumped over the maid soap and into the kitchen. A cook was making dinner. I'd like a job, said Easy. You're tiny, said the cook. What can you do? I can run past you for a start, Easy said. And yes, at that time, hey, where did you go? Said the cook. He ran around the cook's oven and into the next room. Easy was in the throne room. He bowed to the emperor and the princess. I'd like a job, please. Your Majesty, said Easy. Would you indeed? Said the emperor. He's teeny weeny, Daddy, said Princess Chi-Chi. What can he do? Well, I ran past your guard, your maid, and your cook to get here, said Easy. The emperor thought for a moment. You can look after Princess Chi-Chi, he said. Oh wow, now the prince got a job. He will be the guard of the princess. But Daddy, moaned the princess, he's only 1 inch tall. Oh no, does the princess like the prince? Does she like Easy? I think she doesn't like him because he is too small. And then the emperor says, small things can be special too. He said. From then on, Easy never left the prince's side. He was there in the morning. He was there in the afternoon. And he was there at night. Wow! One day, the princess left the palace to visit her aunt. Easy went with the princess too. Oh no, they went out of the palace. They came to a dark forest. I'm scared, said the Princess Chi-Chi. I'll look after you, said Izzy. What can you do? Said the princess. Oh no, the princess is really scared now. But what can Izzy do? Just then, there was a terrifying giant roared over the forest. Said the giant. Oh no! Oh, help me! Help me! Said the princess. A giant ogre crashed through the trees. He reached out to grab the princess. Put her down, said Izzy, or I will. I'll, said the prince. You? Said the ogre. What could you do? The ogre scooped up Izzy and popped him in his mouth. Mmm, love bites next, he said. Izzy thought quickly. He took his needle sword that her mom and his dad gave to him and pricked the ogre's tongue. Take that, said the prince. Ouch! Ouch! And then the ogre spat out Izzy and ran off. That will teach him, said Izzy. And then the princess says, Thank you, Izzy. Look, said Izzy. The ogre left his hammer. Left his hammer behind. Oh no! The princess tried to pick it up, but it was too heavy. Woo! It's heavier than I thought. It's heavier than it looks, she said. I wish you were bigger, she said. Then maybe you could lift it, said the princess. Oh no! A cloud of magical stars shot out of the hammer and swept around Izzy. And what happens next? Izzy felt himself changing. And he grew bigger and bigger and bigger. And in seconds, he was as big as the princess. Wow! I'm as tall as you said. Izzy, the hammer granted your wish. The princess fell in love with Izzy, but not because he was tall. She loved him because he was brave to fight with the giant. They got married and lived in a house in the palace. The house was small, but Prince Izzy and Princess Chi-Chi were happy. They both knew that small things can be special too. And that is the end